It's your girl Ash B.
Ash Cash.
That's a weird order. That's random.
Come on, man.
This is normal. Come on, y'all, let's get with it. Episode 64. We've been doing this for 64
We go
times.
this way. We go this way.
No, we go this way. It's always him,
We go
me.
this way.
Mercy's
Jesus
last,
Christ.
always, so it
Oh,
don't
oh,
matter. I'm always first, second. I don't know what y'all do after that. Y'all figure it out.
Sorry, guys.
We're gonna try it again. Hold on.
Let's do this again.
All right.
Because you can't say it go this way and then you put that little caveat in there.
What that Mercy's last?
that
Mercy
you
always
go
goes last
second.
because he
Yeah,
has
always
to say
goes last.
episode whatever or no advisory is officially in the building.
He always goes last.
You ain't never here when we do the intro. That's
No,
why
I
you
know, but we still need to get over here.
What the fuck
So
are you
just-
talking about, B?
Don't you gotta say she here?
Yeah, but that's after she.
Putting it on the tripod.
I know, like.
Where are you missing this? We going bop bop bop, bop bop.
Okay, so why didn't nobody jump in after Ash went?
I can't answer everybody's question. I'm one person.
Why you went over?
Yeah, man. It's all-
I got caught. We went here.
It's your girl Ash B.
Patty.
Don't nobody want to go after that. Come on, y'all. I'm about to bounce on niggas. Facts.
Are we officially in the building?
Yeah.
We here and we in the building.
Yeah. Hot topic. Let's go right into it. Hot topics. What do you got?
Hot topic. Hey, you are serious.
What's the link for?
Hot topic.
Give me the link before.
All right, the first hot topic we're gonna get into is this Tisha Campbell.
Talking to Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. He always getting on me about talking.
Stroke the mic, baby. Stroke the mic. Yeah.
Okay,
Ash, we do the most.
Word.
Okay,
We
so
about to get to that.
okay, so that hot topic number 6.
No, so when we talk about sorry, we gonna get
69,
into
that's
it.
Uh,
Oh, 69 is gonna be a great episode. That needs to be a completely sex episode. Absolutely. Yes, you
I'm
do.
sorry. Hot topic.
yeah, right. It's gonna be a 6:45.
Okay.
Trapezoids and shit.
You put buzzers all the way I see.
Them Jones, how many viewers come in and shit keep vibrating, keep that shit in the pussy,
Oh.
and then everybody that like that shit goes zzz, give you a nice little orgasm. You ain't seen that? See, don't talk freaky if your freak level low. You talk shit like 30 seconds
I don't
ago.
think that's freak. That's just some nasty
That's
shit.
my God, damn.
What's your hot topic? Go ahead.
Go ahead, my fault.
Jesus. Okay. Well, Tisha Campbell and Dwayne Martin divorce. What a segue. Goddamn.
Are you divorced?
Yeah, they're getting divorced.
How long have we been together?
27 years.
27 years?
So do y'all think the Martin reboot has something to do with it?
Absolutely.
Why do y'all say? I'm the only one that don't agree with that. I don't think it had anything to do with it.
Remember when she was on the show initially, he wanted, like, there was some things with her and Martin supposedly messing around or something like that. And Dwayne, well, matter of fact, not even that. When she started dating Dwayne, Martin had an issue with that. My fault.
Yeah.
When they started dating, Martin had an issue with her and Dwayne talking and all that. So I'm pretty sure it has, it's all of that comes back up. And then, they owe the IRS and shit, they broke.
Yeah.
So she about to get this money. She's
Yeah.
like, nigga, you ain't doing shit. When the last time y'all seen Dwayne Martin doing something?
Right, and then
You ain't about to come up off this money, so
He's a Hollywood, Real Husbands of Hollywood. He was on that shit.
nobody watches that. It's on Netflix. Nobody watches that.
And not only that money probably went straight to the IRS.
It went straight to Kevin Hart.
That's what the fuck it went
Exactly. It went straight to Kevin Hart.
Nigga got all the
But no,
money.
and then Dwayne Martin was seen out with Jada Pinkett, and people were kind of making a big deal of it. But
Oh, the swingers?
they might have been swingers, but they were cool before.
I'm about to say they were all best friends.
They were
It
all
was always
friends.
Will and Jada,
Yeah.
Dwayne and
They're
Tisha.
swingers. That's it. That's what swingers
You were
do.
there?
Yes.
Because you said so matter of factly. Oh, yeah, that's what they do.
Oh yeah, they do though. You ain't know that?
They
I
swingers.
mean, that's
They
not.
been for years.
That was an open relationship. That don't mean that they're swingers. They were just in an open relationship.
So when you fuck other people and you do it together at the same time, what that do? What's
But
that?
no,
when did
that's
they
not
ever-
the same. No, you're saying an open relationship and swingers are the same? They're absolutely
No, they're
the
not.
same.
No,
Okay.
they're not. But
So
if you're
I'm
open,
saying-
having an open relationship, why would you be closed to swinging?
Just because they have an open relationship does not automatically mean that they're swingers.
What you think? What you think?
The fuck?
What you think?
I think you got a relationship, nigga. You swinging. You swinging.
It's not-
Automatically.
No, but I understand what y'all are saying, but what I'm telling
smoking
you
Newport, you smoking
is
weed.
that they denied being swingers, and they said that they had an open relationship for a certain period in their life. Okay?
Now, y'all do
Yeah.
realize swinging and having an open relationship are two separate.
They don't, because they just said it's the same. So
Swinging
no, they don't
is
get
you're
it.
bringing someone into the bedroom. Open relationship, you kind of doing your own separate thing. Swinging is when you're getting together with your significant other and y'all join in with another couple and y'all are going together and.
AKA open relationship.
No, relationship. Y'all are doing y'all
Open relationship. Open
Monique
relationship.
has a-
I don't want to do this shit with you,
Monique
nigga.
has
I
a
want to
open
fuck with somebody else.
Can we ask the panel? Can we ask the panel?
Yeah, let's please get it.
Let's ask the panel.
Get a biased
What do you,
opinion.
what do you, what
It's
do you
gonna take
think?
too long. Make it
Yeah,
quick,
make it
y'all.
quick, yes. Open relationship, is swinging open relationship the same thing, yes or no?
No, they not the same.
Not the same thing? Yes or no, Tom? Open relationship, no? No? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Oh,
No?
shit.
No?
She did everything. You did
Open relationship
everything.
is
You
swinging,
did
same
every way
thing?
your neck could
No?
go. You did that.
No?
She's like,
You got a number, Pete.
Y'all are outnumbered.
You got a number, son. I don't give a fuck. I
that's
think
cool.
it's the same
That's
thing.
cool.
And that's crazy how
She
everybody
outnumbered.
everybody could be in your face and tell y'all no it's not and y'all still sound dumb as hell.
No.
Hey, instead,
It's my
at the end of the
opinion.
day, no. And at the end
That's not
of
an
the day,
opinion.
It's
the
my-
sheep
yes, it is.
outnumber the wolves. Ain't nobody worry about that.
Come on, that's right. Are we on IG?
Yeah, we are like
What?
yeah.
Why the fuck this is always on y'all motherfuckers?
Yo, if you don't know that, you
you ain't give me
behind.
a tripod. You ain't give me a tripod.
What
I'm not
tripod?
holding it
I
up.
like for the niggas in the advisory.
Shine, the baby stealing the fucking IG.
While he's doing that,
No,
we
Dan-
don't keep the hot topics.
No,
rolling.
damn well we
Alright,
don't.
yeah, so we're gonna go on to the next hot topics. I feel like we can go into Safari. That's what I titled this segment, Safari's package.
Yeah, y'all know I have that one.
You never worked for UPS, the United Pizza Service.
Yes.
Now, did everyone
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
on this
panel?
segment.
No, did everyone at the panel see the
I got it.
video? Were y'all fortunate enough to see the video?
Oh, you asking the ladies, right?
Right, everybody.
Why would you ask
asking
the
the
nigga?
Because you could have seen it on your timeline.
Talk to them like you would if it was a secret.
Y'all know good and well that y'all see that
Alright.
shit.
Nah, I didn't see that shit.
No.
Why would I want to see
Talk
that?
like y'all usually talk.
Like if it was by mistake, yeah.
Well, anyways, he
You can put
claims
it
that
in
he
the
did.
time.
He did not want it to come out. It was an accident. He didn't publish it himself, but I will say that it was
A
very.
toddler leg and very impressive.
Yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to find when you search the Safari hashtag.
Yeah.
Pleasant.
I just imagined
Oh, not clear. Oh.
it trying to clear the shaft.
Ah.
But the only thing that I don't like is every time somebody comes out with a sex tape, they try to compare him to Kim Kardashian. Is he the next Kim Kardashian and all that shit?
What you doing this for?
No. We're still gonna talk about Safari's dick, regardless if you have the glass
Say it
on or
again.
not. Safari's dick.
to not Safari.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we don't want. Is it sports
But
on this week?
I think he looked it on purpose.
Of course he did.
I feel like-
Of
Because
course
he
did.
needed something positive
Right,
said about
and he
him.
got
People been
music
calling
coming
him
out.
whack,
He had-
and that song is fire. Do y'all like that song?
I kind
I
of
like
like
it.
the
I fuck
song,
with it. I
and
like
I
it.
think it's because I saw the dick.
I like the song before I saw the dick. Now I like the song.
I did
before.
like the song before.
See, maybe
I saw
I-
the videos, but
I wish I'd have
It's
heard
another
the
news,
song.
another hot topic news.
No,
No,
that's close
we
it out
didn't.
just by saying I wish I had heard the song first.
Then you would know
if we
you
can
really
get a
like it.
question,
Now I'm
we can get a question
dick-patized.
up on the No Advisory page. They ain't gonna like this. You want to know what I want to know, ladies? Would you smash or pass? Is it too much or is it just enough?
Oh, I'm smashing off rip.
Definitely.
If I was single, love you, baby.
Are we done? Or are we finished?
Now,
It's
why
not
when
finished or it's done?
Black China had a little whack ass
We
video
talked about
out,
that
we
shit
talked
for
about that for
fucking
mad
ever.
long. When other bitches leak their little nudes, or you see bitches titties and shit, niggas talk about that shit all day. But I can't get a little shine talking about some people.
Right. We
No.
can't have a little survey says.
Go ahead. Yeah,
Pretty
go ahead.
fine. What
Go ahead.
you gonna smash or pass? Pretty fine.
Smashing.
You know what? I'm gonna smash as well. I'm gonna
Yo,
smash.
That's what you
$5
was gonna
back,
say,
man. That's, yo, you look like you
You
got
gotta
a
Get
million
the
followers, man.
whole
So,
squad.
yeah.
I know you got my
Whole
email
squad.
there.
Okay, I know you saw my comment.
You got my
Okay.
email.
Like, I got a boyfriend, but we not really together.
Hey, McClain. Oh, that nigga got an STD
We
too.
together, but it's like
It's
complicated.
complicated. So what's
We're in an
going on?
open relationship.
We in an open relationship,
I'm not
evidently.
swinging, but
But not swinging.
but closed off to you. Get the fuck out of
Next
here.
hot topic.
Next time,
Alright, so we gotta redeem R. Kelly, y'all. He paid his eviction debt.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he did.
So
So
he
I
did
feel
not
like we
get
gotta
evicted.
clear that hot topic up.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out Kelly for paying his debt.
Yeah.
How much was it? 20,000 or something like that?
20,000.
Oh, so he had that.
Yeah,
Should've
but
paid
I'm
that.
just saying,
Yeah.
you know,
Should've
shout out to
paid that.
him. We gotta, you know,
So
we
did
go
he get
right
the
our
crib back then?
Yeah.
He did the house back?
I think so, yeah.
So he still gonna run the ring?
What you want to talk
What?
What up, E?
Huh? It's the, what up, E? He's still gonna run the ring? So you got to
Probably.
Probably got some crazy. Probably got some
He
chicks out
probably
in the
was doing
basement.
it. Yeah, he was probably doing it out of another crib. Yeah.
Thank you. You see me? I was
So
like,
that,
what's
so that
going
was
on?
that. We had to clear up the R. Kelly shit.
Yeah, we just had to clear that up because last week we talked about him getting evicted.
And sang the
Alright.
song and
So,
all that.
yeah, you did the song
Yeah, Rain Man
and.
tell her addiction. Now he don't have a kitchen. Fuck. I don't know.
I don't remember it, but it was
Yeah,
funny at
it
the
was
time.
funny. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Let's talk about Black Panther.
Black Panther. How'd you like it? Y'all went to finally see it. So how'd you like it?
Whack.
How'd you like it, Pretty Fun?
I enjoyed it
Did you?
substantially. It was a really, really great movie.
Petty P?
Both ends of the spectrum, man.
I had fell asleep like
Wakanda forever though.
I
Wakanda
said,
forever.
but it
Were you
don't-
intoxicated?
I was fucking with it though. But my body was like, yo, bro, just shut it down for a little bit.
Not
Yeah,
really.
yeah. and it didn't help that I was drinking. Had a full thing of pizza and food, and we was in 11 couches that reclined. That didn't help. Yeah,
Rule number one when you go to the movies, do not drink. You will fall asleep.
Yo, that shit had
But
me
and
dizzy.
why did you not like the movie though?
I go to the movies to be entertained. I was entertained.
You know you're gonna have to elaborate more than that.
Definitely.
Now, also real shit. Like I get the movement. You know the Wakanda movement, and you know
What is the movement?
the significance that it had on the African community. I get all of that, but when I go to the movies, I want to be entertained. I don't think it was entertaining enough for me to sit there for 2 hours, however so the movie was, and like the movie. You know, I get the whole fucking empowerment shit, Wakanda. You know, the best part of the movie was the comedy part when she said, "What are those?" in the shoes. That was funny. And the last part when he was saying he'd rather die by I think jumping off the ship or
Yeah,
being
he'd
bombed and
rather
shit.
die in the sea his ancestors died
Yeah.
in than be captured or whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, and that was two of the most pivotal moments in the movie, and that was it. Nothing else.
What about like what kind of like that's not a real place, right?
No,
So
it's
like, why
all
is this a
fictional.
big movie?
No,
Like,
all that stuff is derived from our culture. They got like some of the tribes and stuff there. There's actual real tribes and shit like that. Like I
Right.
said, I get all of that. That's fine.
The ethnic impact of
I
it.
get yes that, but when I go to the movies, I want to be entertained. I wasn't entertained. Like
Wakanda right next to
fucking.
Zimbabwe.
Angola. Yeah. Zawinto, and then in Zimbabwe, there's Tanzania,
Okay,
and then Zambia, then Mozambique is like north.
And then Zimbabwe.
Y'all so annoying.
And
Yeah.
dude, what the fuck I said? But yeah, it's just I wasn't entertained. Like that fucking Killmonger was fucking king for like approximately 10 minutes and 32 seconds.
The big bull. The big bull.
Killmonger. He was king for like 10 minutes and 32 seconds. I counted on my watch.
Yeah, he really was.
He really was. And
He like a taller version of Michael Jai White, but he was
I forgot about him.
He really
White.
he did. I thought it was Michael Jai White in 2 seconds, and I was like, nah.
I mean, I
this
just
a new
wasn't
nigga.
entertained, and I'm not the only person that think like that. You know what I'm saying? So
You're the
Yeah,
only
like-
person I heard of.
No, me too. I like
It's a lot of
like
people.
if it was like that, I would have fell asleep. You know what I mean? Like Den of Thieves was another joint. That was like it was slow at some point. You know what I'm saying? So it you kind of got lost in it. You know what I mean? So
I mean, did y'all see Black Panther? Who saw Black Panther?
I saw
I
it.
What was y'all quick thoughts?
Well,
What
I
was
saw
y'all
it
quick
twice.
thoughts?
I mean, it's good. It's really good.
I thought it was straight. I
Thought it
mean,
was straight?
I'll rate it like a 7. A
Seven?
7. Which is still pretty good.
That's decent.
Yeah,
I gave it a 6.
It wasn't bad, but
I
it
gave it a
was.
6.
So for the light skin boy, did you see Rebirth of the Nation? Rebirth of a Nation?
I did.
What do you rate that?
I definitely thought that was a good ass movie. It should have got more praise.
What do you
And
rank that? You just ranked the Black Panther, so what do you rank that?
I'll rate that up probably a 7 too.
Probably a 7 too.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Definitely.
could go more, I was gonna get you. If you went more, I was gonna get you.
I've seen some better movies, definitely, but
Yeah.
they still some good ass movies though. Both of them.
I couldn't dig how like everybody attached to the fictional shit, and then the real stories came out, and they didn't sell as much. I don't get that about us. I don't get that.
What do you mean?
What you
And
mean? What I
don't
mean?
think
I mean
about
all
us
the
either.
biographies, the Nat Turner joints,
The film might not have
slave
been good,
joints.
though.
Like the same following about Black Panther, it wasn't about that. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's different kind of audience. You got superhero
No.
people. And you got, that a lot of people are into Marvel, and a lot of people want to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that.
But all of the black
The
people.
reason I didn't want to see that,
We lived it.
I mean, the reason I didn't want to see Birth of a Nation was because I know that's gonna make me go outside and want to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, 'Cause, I mean, just like with Black Panther and Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? They get you riled up.
Exactly.
At least watching Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? I get to watch a superhero, and it's the first black superhero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, two different.
Positive note.
And so like that's what
You
I
like
was
that?
earlier.
You like
You
that
kept
for
saying
y'all.
the Wakanda movement. It's not a Wakanda movement. It's a black empowerment movement.
I get it.
Excuse me.
And I get that. That's why I said I get that. I get the whole empowerment, black empowerment movement. I get it. But when you go to the movies, what do you want to do?
I was very satisfied.
Are you not entertained?
You want to be
And I was
entertained.
very entertained.
I was entertained.
Y'all was entertained by abs and shit. Y'all was lusting in the goddamn movie. I'm talking about
Yeah,
the
what y'all doing?
entertainment value, right?
Anyway, yeah,
Right.
entertainment
Wrong.
guy. Anyway, Black Panther. I mean, it was good for the culture. Everybody from the power of Wakanda and all that shit. I get it.
And
You know what I'm saying?
Dashiki sold the fuck out. I mean, like,
yeah, everybody was going there. But,
Dashiki.
you know what's crazy? I didn't say one thing. I was sitting there in there, right? This lady, you know how they said the concession stands and shit in there was not making money.
Yeah.
Real, this old lady, not old, she probably like 40s. She came in with a big ass bag. She pulled the shit out. She had a fucking juice. She had a fucking chicken with the Tupperware. She had the fucking dessert. I'm sitting there looking at her like, oh shit.
And you wanted some.
Wow.
Bro,
Y'all
real life? In real life?
Yeah,
Yo,
real
she was
life.
sitting right next to me with all the shit. I was like,
But y'all stay
and I
tuned.
spent mad bread getting fucking
Popcorn, hot
popcorn,
tamales.
and she bought the whole fucking
But
kitchen.
did you see
out.
the theater that catered?
Yeah, I was at the one in Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, y'all stay tuned. That's how it's gonna be. You come in
You
here with a
talking-
big bag. They gonna be checking.
Yeah.
You in the Cinema or Bistro?
Cinema Bistro.
Yeah, that's,
I like that movie.
That's the joint I was at. That's the joint I fell asleep in,
That
dog.
shit ain't wine, $12.
Anyway, you got anything else for our topic?
That's it. That's
That was
all
it, our
I got.
topic?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we got a very special guest in the building with us. His name is
Yes.
Z. Very published author. We're gonna get him on in a minute. Okay, we ain't got Stevie here. We got Adrian here. Are we gonna do like an
All
intermission?
right,
You still got the
Adrian.
intermission and all that?
We can do an intermission.
That's what the
All
fuck I'm
right,
talking about.
Adrian.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. So we're gonna go do the intermission and we're gonna get my man Zeke on. All right, No Advisory Podcast.
Yes,
Stay
sir.
tuned.
Yes, sir.
It's No Advisory Podcast, episode 64. We back in full effect. We got a special guest in the motherfucking building with us. We got my man, Mr. Zeke. Let's give a round of applause for Zeke.
Yo, Walker.
He wasn't ready. I'm trying to get him together. Look, he had the mic, he had the headphones on.
Stuff the mic all in his mouth and shit.
You gotta talk it.
Yeah.
You gotta talk it.
She was like, "Here, take this shit."
Right, yes. You ain't got no type of volume. You gotta talk it to the mic.
Okay,
No.
okay, my bad.
She got a rod shot. She's scared of shots. She just stuck the shit. But yo, man, Zeke, let the people know where you from, who you are, what the fuck you do. Where you from?
I'm from Charlotte. I'm from Charlotte. Currently living in Indianapolis, Indiana right now. Here for the weekend for CI. Just holler at my people, holler at my family, about friends, whatnot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Everything's good though.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, man.
You a Colts fan?
Hell no.
Wait.
I'm actually
You originally from Indianapolis?
no, I'm originally from Charlotte.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
from Charlotte.
Okay, I'm about to say.
Got a job in Indianapolis.
Okay.
You know, work there now, whatnot. But no, I'm a Bucks fan actually. Before I was a Bucks fan before Carolina came here, so I stuck with my team. But
Oh, so you're a Bucks fan. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they
I mean,
good, man.
yeah, we cool.
They good.
We
now.
alright.
It wasn't good. I was like, oh, fuck.
We're just above average.
Oh, you think the Bucks above average?
Yeah, they above average.
The Milwaukee Bucks?
No, Tampa Bay
Tampa
Buccaneers.
Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, I thought he said the Bucks. So I'm thinking the Milwaukee Bucks. And
Yeah.
shit. So you're not okay. So you Tampa Bay Bucks. Yeah, they horrible.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a struggle throughout the last 20 years. 20.
Since Bruno left. Since Chucky left.
Yeah.
Now he's with the Raiders.
Now you about to win.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Remember what Shy always says? We don't do sports. So
What you mean we don't
No, we do sports.
we don't
I
do
feel like we're doing
sports.
sports right
Yeah,
now.
we do
We all doing
sports.
sports.
Because,
right
and
now.
that's why, and you see how I interrupted it and said, no, we not doing
No,
sports.
we do sports.
No, we doing sports.
No, we don't.
Our
absolutely
guests
do
doing sports, we do sports.
No, we do sports regardless.
Because we do sports. You know what I'm saying? So you're a Bucks fan. Okay, that's cool. All right, so yes. So that was the where you from, okay, who you are, and what you do.
Yeah. And before all that, thank you for this. This is great. Whoever made this.
It's my man right here.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, brother.
The Jamaican Baba Root floating in this motherfucker. Hot like rock, round one.
Yeah, wait, what movie was that from? I forgot what movie that
I
from.
forget too.
Yeah, that line.
The same line, my nigga.
More than likely, better. Oh.
No, that wasn't Belly.
When in doubt, choose belly.
No,
it wasn't shot. I don't think it was
No,
shot.
you know what it was? It was the security guard at Crystals. That nigga told me that he had some Jamaican Baba Root, and they said he had a hot dick like rock.
Oh no, yeah, that is Belly. It is Belly. Yeah, it's Belly.
You know we live on No Advisory Punch
Let me
page.
see.
I don't know Advisory Podcast.
Let me see.
Oh, really?
What's
Yeah,
that?
who got the IG?
Oops. Sorry, I'll end it.
Oh shit. Cause we ain't got really nobody on there.
Right,
Like,
my fault. I was wondering what was going on. Like, where everybody at?
it's 9:30 now. Motherfuckers like, yo, we going to bed.
Hey, so Zeke, do anybody ever call you Ezekiel?
Yeah, man.
Like, how
I mean,
often?
That's every day.
Every day?
Yeah. I mean, I prefer Zeke because it just makes everybody more chill. It's easier to spell.
Yeah.
And 7 letters like Ezekiel is a long ass name in this day and age. So I prefer Zeke. Zeke is cool. That's why I like. That's my name on my website. Zeke Writes. So I choose Zeke too.
Is the name biblical? Like, is it coming from?
Yeah. The full name is Ezekiel Jeremiah Walker. So yeah, the whole Old Testament. Like, I got all of that. Yeah.
So did you let he let the people know what they do? Right?
No, that's not me. That wasn't my choice. I was a kid when that happened, so I mean that was my parents' choice. I don't really do Christianity like that.
No,
we talking about what do you do as your
profession.
I'm so ready. I like his answer better than what the fuck he's about to say. Like,
I'm cut off already. I'm cut off.
that man threw his parents under the bus like I had nothing to do with it. I came out. I gave him other suggestions. They still chose that.
I'm on these books now, man. I'm on these books. Yeah, man, but yeah, I like writing, man. That's my shit. I'm not sure if that was a question asked, but yeah.
Yes.
That was a part of what do you do?
Okay, yeah. I like to write, man. I like to write about us, black people, us doing cool things, us prospering. You know, before the whole I like y'all conversation about Black Panther before it meant a lot. You know, just to hear us talking about and seeing images and symbols and whatnot. So I like to just write about uplifting black people. The last book, Black as I Want to Be, was about the revolution after Michael Brown was murdered. And how everybody was feeling in the city and across America and whatnot. So I like to write about things that happen.
That was a perfect segue when you said that Black as I Want to Be. Can you tell us about that book? I was reading which your media is. Yeah. I like the media. You got to take some points from this guy.
You know, we fucked it up. It looked raggedy right now.
That was
the shit was nice. The shit was nice.
Yeah,
good attention.
See it, you know what I'm saying?
It's all
Yeah,
good.
give us the Black as I Want to Be. I like like, cause you got the noose with the fucking American flag. That's very powerful right there. Like,
Yeah, man.
just tell us about that book and what was the meaning of the cover? Like, that's crazy.
Because I wanted it to be, I really wanted it to like be divisive as shit for real. Like I wanted it, when people saw it, they were gonna have an opinion about it immediately before they even picked it up and like opened up to see what it was about. And this was before, like this came out in 2015, so this is before Cap and then the whole kneeling and everything. So this has already happened. I already published the book.
You better
But it was, but it was important to me, like for real, to have like something that we could talk about in our generation that we know, that we understand. It's not from like, no disrespect to people like Michael Eric Dyson or whatever, but they're older. You know what I mean? They don't speak our language.
Yeah.
So it was important for me to just put something out that we related to, because I was on social media posting and shit. Everybody was posting about everything this time, and like everybody's in the protesting and marching and all this bullshit that we was talking about. But I was like, I gotta do something constructive with it. I gotta figure out a way to get the message out for real for us. And that's what I did. So
I want to know, like, how do you feel about the whole Kaepernick situation and the whole, just the whole situation in general? What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, the first thing that came to my mind is some bullshit. That's the first thing. But beyond that is that, I mean, he works for an American company. The NFL is an American-ass company. So America is going to choose his house niggas before it chooses his field niggas. He's the fieldest of niggas, obviously.
Who's
I mean,
the fieldest?
Cap. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really. When the nigga, I'll be honest.
In comparison to the other NFL players.
You're right. You touching on something, man. You scratching the surface on something deeper. I when he came out, he was kneeling, and I was like, oh shit, he on our side. Like this nigga's for real. Like he got some real Egyptian roots. You know what I'm saying? In him. But I don't know. I was like, damn, the light skinned nigga had to stand up for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like this.
You thought it was gonna be like
yeah, I mean, some other niggas that had some
Somebody
hard times.
darker?
Yeah, anybody darker. First of all, if you darker in America, you got a harder time than a light skinned person. That's a fucking fact. So I would expect you to be kneeling and saying fuck the cops and fuck everything else before everybody else. You know what I mean?
Tyrod Taylor could have definitely took a knee.
He definitely could have took Terry Bridgewater, nigga. You could have been on 4 knees, nigga.
Right, his knee was already broke.
Yeah,
she was already broke.
It's already broke.
It was easy, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad that Cap got the conversation started, but a lot of times, man, shit just ends at the conversation. So I'm glad they got some bread out of it last year. I think they got like 180-something million. The NFL said it was gonna play us to inner city shit. So I mean, I'm glad they got the conversation moving. But for real, I don't really care if he comes back as an NFL player or not, because what he's done so far is bigger than any Super Bowl he could ever win.
Yeah,
so it don't even matter for real.
Huge impact.
Because you know, we have a young man in here who opposes, what Kaepernick does.
Word.
Yes. So what is your stance for the people that oppose what Kaepernick stands for? Because I mean, it's a lot of people don't really care for him.
Yeah. It's really divisive. It's almost like politics now, man, where like people support Trump and you're like, damn, how can you still support this motherfucker when he done so much foul shit throughout the way? And you look at America, and they've done so much foul shit throughout our history, and you're like, damn, how can you not fuck with Kaepernick? All he's doing is exposing the truth. So I think for real, it really just comes down to education, like knowing the history of our country, knowing how we got to this particular point that we're at right now, knowing that Barack Obama was a great president, but he was also just a symbol. At some point, what did he really actually do for black people? I mean, he was a great symbol. Him and Michelle, I fuck with all of them like that. I fuck with them, but when it comes to actual day-to-day living, like, can black people say that, we're so much better off than before,
I'm sorry, I just have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, us as a community, like with the Black Panther movie coming out, do you think we rely solely on symbols as opposed to actually going out there doing the work?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like now you hear so many people saying they're woke and all that, but not doing the work that comes with being woke. So, like, what's your opinion on that?
I mean, we love symbols. I mean, we love to be fresh. We love to,
right.
Feel good. We love to party. Like Big Chris album, like it's the weekend. Like everybody loves going out for the weekend and having a good time and shit, but. For real, sometimes you have to sacrifice a weekend, you have to sacrifice an outfit, you have to sacrifice, a night doing this or doing that, to read a book, or just something that you don't normally do to kind of educate yourself to feel, to be better and to understand, like, we've been fucked up for so long. I should probably figure out why this is. Just figure out the why.
You think a lot of people want to know where it is, or where it comes from, or they got the energy to
I think a lot of people rely on other people to fix the problem for all of us.
Yeah.
So we depend on Kaepernick. We depend on Obama. We depend on Jay-Z. We depend on certain people to become. And I fuck with Hope too. But we
I'm from Brooklyn, big fuck that.
Yeah.
Something you said like 32 seconds ago kind of bothered me. 32.
Okay.
It might have been 33. You said
34,
that
35,
that
36,
Obama.
All right.
37.
that Obama and Michelle were a symbol, but day to day, what did he do for black people? That bothers me, and it bothered me for 8 years. Why did we expect him to only help us because he was black? He was the president for the entire country.
I say all the time.
Hurdles to overcome before he could get shit done. He
That's
got
true.
slapped down whenever he presented anything.
That's true.
So that really strikes a chord within me when people say, well, what did he do for us? Motherfucker, he was the president of the goddamn country.
He was, but
It's
at
like
the
a
same
Black
time,
Panther
like, you're right.
single kind.
No, she's right. Like he was, but at the same time, he made a day to get all gay people married for across the whole 50 states. He made time to get all kinds of legislation passed for people that were, not necessarily African American people. So I mean, I can't say that he's somebody that.
We got preaching going on back here, but you don't think that the stimulus package was for us?
That was for America. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I mean,
So the
I agree
stimulus
with you.
package was for America, but the gays stuff was just for gays. It's black gays.
Yeah, it is. But I'm saying, when you think about, okay, here's a prime example. Police brutality.
They know
was-
get me. We just gonna talk about this.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's cool. Police brutality was more prevalent in his presidency than any other presidency in American history. Police brutality, more than Rodney King, more than like Emmett Till. Like at any given point, every weekend, damn near, there was a new black person, a new hashtag, and somebody being killed. And what did he do?
You mean under Barack?
Yes, under Barack.
You know why?
I'm not trying to say like what did he do like to be like trying
You
to
know
challenge you, but yeah.
It struck with every bigoted police officer in this country that man was in office.
Yeah, I agree.
So every time they saw somebody look like you or look like him, they took their shot, literally.
And I agree with you. But as an
But you
African
can't.
American president,
Whoa. But what you can't do is say that, well, Barack didn't do nothing. We don't know what that man did. He went in there, had dogger than mine, came out, had lighter than Bush.
that's fine. But
So
what
you
did he do
can't
for
say to me that he wasn't in there not doing anything.
He did a lot of things. He did, but for us,
Yeah, 'cause that's not what he said.
in particular with the issue of police brutality, I can't point to any speech that he gave or any legislation that he passed that made it harder for white men to kill black kids or
Right.
black men. I can't point to that.
But can you find where he did not try? Can you find that? Like
A long tradition of apologists that just like he did when he went to South Carolina and sung the whole glory of Amazing Grace. That was nice and all. He got a harmony and shit. That was cool. But what did he do?
I mean,
How did
black
that
and
help?
white, not appearances, not historical facts. I mean, like black and white. Can you? It just don't have to be right now, but can you show me where he did not try? Like, I want to see where after some of these shootings happened.
He established a program called My Brother's Keeper, and that was specifically to mentor. It was for older black men to mentor young black men to keep them somewhat off of the streets and give them a brighter path or whatnot. So he did have a program that did that. I'm not saying that he didn't do anything, but I'm saying he didn't do enough, not even close to enough, to address the shit that was going on every single week with Black America. Wow. That's all I'm saying.
Can I ask
I agree.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, we didn't even talk about my man Zeke. We talking about the whole fucking President Obama and shit. Like,
Don't interrupt the flow.
I'm interrupting that flow.
Because that is not gonna carry more than what the fucking conversation was.
Nah.
That shit ain't going away.
We're still cool. We're still friends.
Yeah,
We're
it's still cool.
No,
They was getting into that shit.
Because his segue went into that.
Right.
So that's what we were discussing, and it just so happened that I'm
I wanna know
passionate
about
about what
Zeke,
he's
though.
passionate about, just on opposing sides.
Well, I got you, dog. I got you. So, segueing into that about the African American condition. 2010 came out with Familiar Face, right?
Yeah.
Reminiscent of a Familiar Face. 2010.
Yeah.
He came out with that. That's an ode about the challenges of black women and men in America. Talk about that. What was some of what we were just talking about? Was that incorporated?
Yeah.
Good job. That's all I got you, man. I got you.
My nigga segue this motherfucker. But nah, man, it was cool. That was my first one I wrote, man. So I was just for real. For that one, I was really just trying to get information from people because I didn't want to come off as somebody that I was on like 24 or some shit when it came out. So I wanted to get experts' opinions on things. So I got like Nikki Giovanni and like a couple of different people from like the industry world, social services, like people that were actually doing stuff. This guy that studies like racial diversity and higher ups executive practices in sports and shit.
Is he white?
He is. His name's Dr. Richard Lapchick. He's white, but he does. It's important work what he does though because he kind of exploits. Y'all know the Looney Rule. Speaking of sports, I know he's kind of the one that kind of got that shit catapulted. Right. So his work is important.
No, I didn't want to say that to discredit it any time, but I wanted to see how thorough It was. You know, you saying the white dude did it, so they kind of think on a certain level. They're very tedious with the thought process and how they connect the dots.
Yeah, I was very careful. Like I didn't want to put too many white people in the book, but he was one of them that I felt comfortable putting in because I knew that he was actually doing something that was worthwhile. But nah, man, that was a cool book. I was glad I did that one. I don't think that's my best book at all.
Your first work,
I think, yeah, that's my first.
So that's like the rough draft.
Yeah, it was a rough draft, but like I said, it's been a steady progression since then. The Medea Factory was cool.
I was going to talk about that. 2014. Talk about that. Talk about that.
Because
I'm an entertainer. Go ahead.
You know, because I like Medea movies. So when I saw that, I wanted to see what was your take on the Medea situation. I get the whole Medea, the man, the woman. I mean, that kind of iffy to me. But I just want to get your what you gonna say, Pete?
Yeah, no, you're right. But it's 50-50 too. Like it's like it's people that love the Medea joints and that's all they want to watch. And then it's the people that think it's straight coonery.
Yeah, and that's people like Spike Lee. He was very objective against.
Yeah, he was.
You know,
he was.
Yeah, so I want to get your input on that.
Yeah, I mean, it was what motivated me to really write that book was because me and my boys used to always talking about movies like what was the last good black movie you seen, like the good ass black movie you seen, and most of them would talk about like Brown Sugar or some shit or something that came out in 1999 or whatever. Yeah. And we was like, damn, what's taking the place of movies since then? And we were like, oh shit, this is Tyler Perry, like, because he comes out with a Medea movie at the time, like every single year, every other year.
Right.
So I was like, why is this so popular and everything else isn't right now? Like, what does that mean? So I just kind of researched it, and the research like stereotypes from the very beginning, from Hattie McDaniels to the 1920-somethings and Gone with the Wind. And that's kind of where the Medea caricature comes from like almost 100 years ago now. So it's not anything new. That's kind of what I realized in writing the book and doing research is that it's not really anything new, but it's just a recycled version of what's already happened, but just put in a modern form for us to kind of interpret and recognize for ourselves.
So do you feel like that is involved? There is some element of that that's motivated by the powers that be, the powers that have the money to keep the machine going, the marketing machine going, the movie machine going. Yeah. Is it to demasculinate the black?
I mean, Hollywood, man, it's a fucking hustle. Like, because for real, like, Danny Glover is a real nigga. Mm-hmm. Like, I love Danny Glover. Like, that's a real ass nigga. He's been trying to get a Haiti movie put on for years before Tariq Nasheed did his Haiti documentary. Like, Danny Glover's been trying to do it for a long ass time, but Hollywood is not blackballing, but they won't let him put that movie before. And Hollywood exec said because he doesn't have a white star, or he doesn't have a white attract or a white appeal person in there, somebody to bring white people in. So it is weird because you can't have a Haiti story when we talk about Toussaint Louverture and have a white guy that's supposed to be the star.
Right.
It's weird. It's an inherent contradiction of itself.
Right.
So, but I'm bringing that up to say he can't get that one movie started, but there's been at least 20 Medea movies.
Right.
At the same time.
Right.
So I mean, they show you what they want us to see.
And then Moonlight got a fucking Oscar. Right?
Exactly.
Like, who in here seen Moonlight?
And that movie was not worth an Oscar.
Clap if you seen Moonlight.
One
or two people?
I took the knee like
It was actually good.
It was a good movie, but
it was actually good.
Moonlight was
like
the wolf shit.
No.
That's
the Liam Neeson joint.
No, but the kids in the wolf.
That's Twilight.
Oh, that's Twilight.
Okay.
I ain't see you.
I'm gonna tell you straight up why you didn't see it. I know why you didn't see it. It's a gay movie, right? Like,
it's not necessarily about a man coming into adulthood and he finds out he's gay.
Right, but I'm talking to him. So I'm talking
I
to him. So
understand, and I'm correcting what you're saying.
No, you just sugarcoated the shit out of it. It's a gay movie. You're not gonna watch that, are you?
It's not a gay movie.
It's cool, man. I mean,
we talking like you got
I watched Brokeback Mountain.
You did?
Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, so you need to watch Moonlight.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
You need to watch Moonlight then, bro. It's a good movie.
Nobody is sugarcoating what you're saying. I'm correcting what you're saying.
Either way, it's a good movie, right?
Moonlight is not a good movie. It's not Oscar worthy. No, it's not.
It's not?
It is not.
Is it like Fire Stick worthy?
It's Fire Stick. I'll watch it in Fire Stick. Yes, I'll watch it in Fire Stick.
That's not a valid question.
That's not a valid question.
I watch a lot of bullshit on
the Fire Stick.
Moonlight wasn't. I think it was one of those things where, and we all seen Training Day, right?
Right.
Yes.
We didn't feel like, none of us felt like that was Denzel's best performance, but it won him that award, and that was because it transcended the norms.
Outside the box.
Outside the box, and that's what Moonlight did. Moonlight broke through, like, yeah, it's like
I never heard of this movie.
It ain't just Jake Gyllenhaal.
Right. You got to black people win an Oscar, man. You got to leave a piece of your soul on the floor.
They won an Oscar?
Right. I'm about to say, I know everything.
Monique won for Precious.
Yep.
She was the worst mother in history of being a mother.
Right.
Yep.
Hallie
got smashed by Billy Bob.
Yeah.
She was
Anal.
Lupita. She was a fucking slave.
Right.
So I mean, like you got to leave your soul, a piece of your soul out there.
Speaking of Monique, yeah, have y'all heard this sort of situation? Yeah, everybody.
Why haven't we talked about that?
Yeah, we haven't talked about
I
that.
can't
think
believe we
it's a
haven't
nice
talked about
segue
that.
into-
Yes, that's
Because
what
it's
I'm
like y'all see the
soul though, right?
It is, but I
But it's
know
still,
we never
it's still
talked about
fairly
it.
new. Like, did y'all see the Breakfast Club? Did you see the Breakfast
I didn't see
Club?
it. I know what's going on, but I didn't see the interview.
Summarize that joint, dog.
It was just, I
I
just
can
feel like,
summarize it.
yeah, summarize.
Go ahead, go.
Okay, so Monique goes on the Breakfast Club and she kind of gets into a tip with Charlamagne. She goes on there kind of degrading him. She calls him by his first name.
Leonard.
Calls him Leonard
That's
and just
disrespectful.
kind of,
She called him Leonard.
Right,
But she
first
corrected
Leonard,
it.
and then she corrected herself. And then at the end of the interview, when the interview was setting up, they first started out the interview with a hug because she started out with this story saying how he was raised good by his
Hi, my
family.
babies. Hi, my
Yeah,
babies.
gave him
I
hugs and
love these.
everything.
Fuck out of
By
here.
the end of the interview, she walks out of the interview saying that scene in Birth of a Nation where where the husband walked his wife in to have sex with the slave master.
That's
That called Charlamagne that man.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it was way out of line because only thing Charlamagne did was disagree with her.
Right.
Yeah.
And the only thing he did was question her. He specifically asked her and her husband, because her husband was via phone during that interview. Why do you feel as though you deserve this amount of money? And her whole thing is, why don't you feel I don't deserve this amount? And
I want you to speak on it and then I have something to say. You gotta speak on this.
I ain't seen it since the prison stand-up.
Wait,
That's
hold
what
up,
I'm
go
saying.
ahead.
You can't be mad at people for not knowing what you be doing when ain't nobody seeing you in like 13, 14 years. I mean,
Right.
shit. Like, take that $500,000 and just be happy. You know?
Can I say
It's more than most
something
people get
real
in
quick?
life.
I understand what everybody is like. Everybody's right with Monique. You know, in terms of her professionalism, it's been lax. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not a professional, you know, when people talk about how she was with this Christmas and all that, how she acted on set, I can. Like, if y'all notice, there's nobody else in Black Hollywood that's saying anything. They're not saying really anything negative, but they're not saying anything positive. The only person that stood up for her was Chance the Rapper. You saw he said that I stand with Monique or whatever.
Oh yeah, he did.
So, but my gripe with it, like even when she was on Breakfast Club and, you know, you're saying like, oh, Charlamagne just disagreed with her and like she belittled him. Yes, she did belittle him. But I agree with Monique in terms of how you gonna tell me what I deserve. You know what I'm saying? If I'm me, I know my worth. Just like we know No Advisory. We know what No Advisory is worth. You can't come on the outside and tell me No Advisory ain't worth da da da. How you gonna tell me that?
But you know what's
External evaluation.
No, but hold on.
No.
You know what the distinct difference is between that is because we are current. Monique is not current.
But
So she can't demand. That's like a perfect example. That's like Kobe Bryant now trying to come back to the NBA and say, "Yo, I want $30 million because I'm Kobe Bryant." Nah, nigga, you 37
Okay,
years
so
old.
wait,
Oh,
so-
You used to be
washed up.
Kobe
You
Bryant.
used to be.
Kobe
And now
Bryant.
you just
But
Mr. Bryant.
but
Yeah.
wait,
They
hold
made
on a
that point.
second.
That's what
They
that
made
is.
that point, but can I say? So I remember when we had Tempest on the show, right? And we were talking about hoes, and y'all was saying like a hoe, you know, it averages or something like that. You said if a girl fucks only 4 niggas this year, but then
Right.
she fucked 100 in her life,
Right.
that 96 don't go away. She a hoe because of the
correct. That's
average.
correct. That's
Because
correct.
over her, what she did before, over her accolades.
Right.
So Monique is not
different.
current.
That's different.
Oh, is it?
It is. It is
And
different.
I dropped the mic.
It's different. It is different. It's
I'm done.
It's two different industries. It's like cars. Like in the entertainment business, you will depreciate. This is how you become a one-hit wonder. Like this is why Chingy can't goddamn get no goddamn airplay right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry.
oh
I
yeah,
don't
you gotta
think
understand that.
Go ahead.
I don't think Monique is wrong for asking for what she feels as though she is worth. By no means
ain't
of the
wrong.
stretch of the word, always go for what you feel as though you're worth every time.
Yep.
My issue is don't ask us to boycott a cause that
Exactly.
I feel like is solely
That's
for
the
you.
only problem.
Yeah,
That's the
That
only
was
problem.
that was
That's
my
it.
only issue. That issue was your issue and your management's issue.
That is. That's a fact.
It ain't
Don't
all-
make it our issue.
It ain't the little black boy with the monkey T-shirt and shit.
Exactly.
It ain't that. I'm
And
trying to
furthermore,
make it a whole
I
fucking
feel
movie.
like
Exactly.
if
That's a
somebody
fact.
like
Right.
Eddie Murphy was just to come out and say Netflix would probably